to 2025, showcasing the best in Nigerian arts, music, fashion, and investment opportunities. Whether you're looking to discover the future of real estate, explore Nigeria's culinary masterpieces, or get immersed in an electric Afrobeat performance, this is the event of the year. You can also join us for a film festival, cultural dance spectacles, and recognition awards. Don't miss out on the business opportunities and cultural experiences waiting for you. Book your tickets now before they're gone on eventbrite.co.uk. Call or text +447 438 893 190 or 080 330 46768 or +447 459 071 747. Visit our website superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week London 2025, celebrating the best of Nigeria, is partnered with Civil Society, scaling up nutrition in Nigeria.
Okay, it's a very good morning to you. My name is Daddy Chris, and this is the African Renaissance Television. I'm reaching you live from London. As you know, this is the show where we talk to us about ourselves, waking up with one another, asking ourselves what it needed to be, where we need to be doing, where we should be going, a direction. And then as we do that, hopefully we're finding solutions to the issues we face as a human being. And that is what we're going to do today. Today, I come up with a very sensitive topic called state-owned businesses. It's very, when I put that topic, everybody get confused. What is state-owned businesses? We want to talk about that. But as you know, Abuja and Asaba are all ready to join me, and it's going to be fun. I am only going to make one statement, and the statement I'll make. I'm going to ask you this as we begin this show, and I'm going to ask you the question when we come to the end of the show. At the beginning now, I'm not asking you, don't you think that the Nigerian general hospitals are better run by the state? Should the private people run it? Let me ask another question. Should private people run Nigerian universities? Should they run the education sector? These are questions that beg for answers. And as we begin to think about that, let me remind you a song which this guy sang. It's Black Red Uhuru. He said, one day, I don't like, it's a Monday. I don't like Monday because that is the day that slavery began. Every Monday morning, everybody's waking up. It's time to go to work. It's time to go to this. But anyway, without the work, nothing will happen. God said we should work. The last time on this show, I have this little argument with my young ladies. They have the way of confronting me. Say, Daddy, no. But I said it. I made a statement. I said most of the 10 commandments God gave to us, it's for us to live with one another and peace. Because God cannot come to separate fight. He's there now. He's not going to come in between us to separate the fight. So he gave us a set of rules that govern us. Don't sleep with your neighbor's wife. It's not God's wife you're going to sleep with. It's your neighbor. Love your neighbor as yourself. What does that got to do with God? It's a law for us to live together. That shall not convert your neighbor's goods. Then they say, God love the God that God. God doesn't need your love. He already loves you. If he's looking for your love, you are so fake in love. You can't love God. You couldn't love yourself. How can you love God? Nobody can love God. In fact, God has come to understand us, and he understands our shortcomings. And they said, oh, that shall not kill. I said, it's still a law. Now we're killing one another. Look at the war in Iran today. Between the Israelis and the Palestinians. Every day they're killing themselves. That shall not kill. What has that got to do with God? God is telling you, you should not kill one another. Are we even listening to ourselves? In fact, the truth is all those 10 commandments are the commandments you see in your constitution. The 10 commandments that is written, which Moses brought, is what you see in your constitution. The commandment of God, the only commandment of God, it was an instruction. God doesn't even command. Go and grow the earth. And I think human beings have done their part. God created only the sun. Today we have more sun on earth than the one God created. Is God not happy? Let me ask you, in the only plane, the only way to communicate in those days was, how people used to post letter, they put it in the bed and the bed will fly with it. Today, we have an effective way of communicating. Is that not man, what God has made man to do? And I use the word, and I'm going to say this. I know most of you will kill me. Everything God did, He wants us to do it better. In the beginning, God wanted to have Himself as a human being. So He implanted a child inside Mary. There was no sex. It was planted. Mary is going to join us soon. He planted the child, Jesus, inside Mary. And today we can plant children inside our women. It's called artificial insemination. Some people are going to church to say it is bad, it is wrong. Are you out of your mind? These are knowledge revealed by God. Go and read your Bible. You will see that there's a point, at some point in time, God has done anything we're doing today in a different way. You know what I love about it? When I was growing up, I have this little insect they call caterpillar. You know, it's a big insect called caterpillar. If you look at the thing we used to, the caterpillar the German made to grade road, it's that technology. A man has not been able to do anything that God has not given to us. That's why the Bible says that God created on His own image and likeness. If you understand the likeness of God, then you understand what I'm saying today. But that's not the topic of today. My topic today is, I'm asking you, the position of state-owned businesses in the world we're living in. The reason I brought this topic again and again is it's annoying today that in today Nigeria, the only thing that makes you a leader, or when you are voted into office, that's why we're not going to read some of the papers. And because if we continue to, if by the time we continue to praise or honor or begin to motivate these kind of practices, our society only go down. The only thing God wants us to do is to create. In the beginning, God created the heaven and earth, and He created on the seventh day He rested, meaning it's now time for us to create. So if somebody asks you, why did God create you? Say, God created me to create. If your child ever asks you, why did God create you? Say, son, God created us in this world to create. He created us to recreate. See, now we make children. We procreate. Everything we do is about creating to the glory of God. I can imagine how the United Kingdom looked like years back. Today is different because human beings are creating. Look at Nigeria before. Today is looking different because human beings are creating. That means that anything you do that does not, creation has to be sustainable. I'm going to come to that part of it later on the show. But let's just talk about the creation. We have been creating because we have created a lot in Nigeria. Now, let me put it this way. Why are the government not allowed to create? Who said government should not be creating? And I'm going to give a big difference between the African system and the European system. When they say they want to practice capitalism, that they don't want to live in a communist state, they have a financial structure that works. In the UK, if you have a good idea, you can walk into somewhere, raise money, and do what you want to do. Do you have that opportunity in Nigeria? The economy of Nigeria is not so. In fact, to do a business in Nigeria alone, go and take a loan. A loan will be going for 28%, 33%. Are you a thief? How are you going to pay back? So if that kind of society is saying, oh, we want private people to do business, you can understand. Because in the UK, it's only 7%. The highest is 10%. It's against the law to ask more than 10% on the loan. Nigeria is 33%. So how can you say that kind of society will grow? And you are constructing road for a 33% loan country. The little money you have, you're using it to construct roads. And you are telling them that the business is in the hands of the 33% of people that are going to go to take a loan for 33%. Hello, wake up. In the UK, yes, they can do that because the percentage of loan here is 10% and they don't even do it. Not everybody has the lever to go into business in the UK. A place where you can access funds, you can access grants for doing businesses. How many of them are available in Nigeria? And you allow the society to go down because you said, oh, government don't do business, so it's private people that can do business. So who are the private people? Now, in case you get me wrong, look at the population of Nigeria. How many of people are strong enough to do business? It's not as if they don't want to. I have to give credit to the Nigerian women. If you see what happened with Lapo, these women will go to the market, they will take 5,000 naira, use it to buy something, they will sell, they will return the money and go home. I am talking now at a very huge percentage. Have you ever seen where Lapo, those women that collect money in the market, and I want to discuss all this with them Mary today, or we need to follow them, those that are watching me today, go and ask how much it costs for you to just take a loan and then do the business and return it. And I said to you guys, if you start a business in Nigeria, you'll be very rich. You know why? Because the money is not circulating. And not even the circulating, the percentages of taking a loan has killed businesses in the private sector. Yeah, those of you who have stolen money, you don't know what I'm talking about. Because you went there, you stole the money. You didn't make that money. You stole it. And that's why maybe we need to learn from the Igbo man. How they managed to begin to sell one or two. But again, I always say to the Igbo people, until you add production to your sales, you are a loser. You cannot always continue to buy and sell. Who is going to make the thing you're selling? You go now go to China and say, make it in my name. Why don't you think of making it? That's where the Igbo man need to get to, and they will lead the world. You don't need to buy and sell alone. You need to make and sell. That is God's commandment. The only commandment I say to man, and I stand to be corrected, is God said we should go and create. But our government is not creating. I just look at the papers this morning and I'm sad. I'm sad because everything I saw was a government that construct roads. And this is my pain. You're constructing roads. Now everybody, because we encourage it. Now it is now the headlines of our newspapers. And they should be ashamed. Nigerian newspapers should be ashamed that what you do now is either you took Tompolo to say, hey, thank you, Mr. President, or you put people who are showcasing rubbish. Now I ask you, you said people should construct, Nigeria should go and you're creating an enabling environment. Wike is constructing road. Oboribori is constructing road. Oh, that one is constructing from Lagos to Calabar. For people who cannot get a loan, who cannot get a start, a kick start. Do you hear me correctly? They don't have the opportunity to kickstart a business because they don't have the resources to do so. Because your loan, that's one example. I could give you other areas why the African economy is different from the European economy or the American sector. You don't compare things you don't understand. Don't jump into say, I want to compare this. You don't know what they're doing. You're blind. And that is what I want us to look at today. Let me quickly bring my guests in because they are ready. I don't want to keep them hanging because I like when I keep women waiting because sometimes when you tell them to come, they go wait. They go say, make it wait. I'm happy that I have the opportunity to keep Mary and Evelyn waiting sometimes because that's what they do best. Hello, Mary. Miriam.
Good morning, Daddy Chris.
Honey, how are you?
No, today I'm Mary.
I know. Today I'm Mary. Now look at the way you dress. You have, but I mistake because sometimes I see Miriam in it. I see Mary, so I say Mary Miriam. You understand? The cloth it cover Mary Miriam. That's what I'm looking at. How are you?
Fine. How is London this morning?
London is glowing. We are happy. We are excited. We are doing what God asked us to do. We are creating in London. I don't know about you guys in Nigeria.
Same with Nigeria. We are glowing. We are happy.
I don't think you guys are. You know what you guys are doing? You are busy. God said, okay, let's follow the commandment of God, Mary. Mary, do you understand? But we agree that the commandment of God is we go and create. Because the Bible said at the beginning, God created this. God created this. God created this. And after creating man, what did he do? He rested. Meaning the man, God has created something that, when you don't born Pekin, reach some kind of stage, you go come rest, so your Pekin continue. It's like, no, Mary, our parents...
we are doing well. We are happy here. So
okay, you see, sometimes we live in denial. and I'm going to thank you. Let's quickly bring Asaba in. Hello, Asaba.
Good morning.
Morning. Happy birthday, woman. We never forget Abu.
Yes.
You know, how was your birthday, Evelyn?
Fine.
Uh,
And every
Your
your birthday actually has to come on a good day. Our birthday fell on Sunday. So it was like a cool day for her to celebrate it well. You see?
She isolated herself from everybody.
Everyone.
Yes, so tactical plan, just not available. Just wanted to be alone.
Not available.
Even the package when I won't bring for her yesterday, I call her, may not feel good. So I just said no problem. I'll bring it up to public domain.
Exactly. Let's complain here.
Why
did you lock us up now? Because yesterday we were trying to reach you. Nobody will reach you.
I just wanted to celebrate myself.
That was selfish. Selfish for people that had gifts.
We need to celebrate you too. You're doing well. You know one thing is that
Mary, when is your birthday?
Yeah, it's an opportunity to be in this presence, and we're really proud of you. Emily, you're doing well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Madam Giant TV just want to say, he said Nigeria is cool with the rain, London is burning with the sun. All right, that's a good one. Because it's raining heavily in Nigeria, and here in London, it's actually burning. But for the first time, you see that Chris wearing short sleeves on the show. It doesn't happen anyhow here in London. It's always very hot. It's always very cold. But today,
it's summer. It's summer already, no?
Yes. So let's talk about what we need to talk about today. I said that it is now a culture in the Nigerian, in fact, down to the media now. It has become an acceptable culture that our government, their job is to construct roads. If they do a little bit better, they build some houses. That's the job of government today. And this is my concern. Why it is good to construct road, and I wrote an open letter to the governor of Delta State, and on this issue, and I will write to the president. His own will be more elaborate. What I'm worried about is if you say that you are creating roads for enable businesses to flourish, the question I ask is, where are the businesses? Now, don't compare yourself to America or to the United or Europe. Here, if you need money to start a business and you have an idea, the percentage of the loan is always 7%. Highest will be 10, which is even against the law in some places. So you go and take a loan, and your annual rate that you'll be paying back will be that low. In fact, in some cases, in some businesses, it will be 0% to encourage that business to survive. Now, let's quickly drive back to Nigeria. What is the percentage of getting a loan in Nigeria? No, who are those that's going to the road you are constructing? Who are going to use the road to do business? How are they going to be able to start a business with a 23%, 30% interest rate?
Interest rates, yeah.
And that is one thing. And I'm going to put another question, because my own argument today is state-owned businesses. My second question is this. Are you people saying that the government running our hospitals is a bad thing? Can a private man run your hospital and you will have treatment? So meaning the poor are not going to ever be able to have access to health. Now, if you say the private people should run schools, meaning the poor are not being able to have access to schools. I'm saying to you today, if the government were running agriculture, it would have been available the way the hospitals have been. If Nigerian government will run housing, there will be enough housing for us. You see, I don't understand why government got to some place and said they pull out. No, we're not supposed to do this. We're not supposed to do this. Let me get it clear that our state schools are failing. It's not because government is running it. It's because the system has failed. Now, I wake up this morning and I'm wondering, how on earth is Africa going to get out of this predicament? If we now so believe that our job, the job of the government, I'm talking to you guys, those of you local government chairmen, governors, councillors, House of Rep, commissioners, ministers, head of parastatals, Mr. President, if you say it's not your job to do business, who's going to do the business? Because without entrepreneurship, the society is dead. Somebody have to run the affairs of the state. You are saying that, oh, it's not my job to run the affairs of Nigerian education, so let the private sector do it. Now, the implication of it is this. The private sector will do it. They're looking for profits. And they're making profits. They will do everything to do the right services to make profits. But at the detriment of who? How many of us can afford the private school? The Nigerian University, the University of Benin. And funny enough, then let me put another thing. Look at those private universities you're talking about. What facility have they got that the federal government own does not have? Do they have half? Not even 1/50 or 1/1000 of what we have in our state institution? The answer is no. It's a waste of resources to say private folks go and run schools. Complete waste of resources. If I'm in the country, I will ban it because it's no use. It is of no use. We need to come to a stage where we need to ask ourselves the question of today. Let me bring it back to the topic. Should state own businesses? I know they are told that they're going to say the man is a communist. That's what America will call me. Oh, they forget that even in the UK, our hospital is run, the NHS is state-owned. That is why we have the best health system in the world. Let me repeat it. We have the best health system in the world. When I'm sick, I walk into if I call now, they come and pick me up because the government is running it. I pay my taxes towards that. But again, we say to the government, hey, collect some small money. Don't collect like other people. So you don't have to rely solely on tax. There must be a shift. Like we said in the UK, there is nothing wrong if we pay a little towards our healthcare. Nothing wrong. Little. So don't directly take it from tax. Take it from us. But let it be more effective. There's nothing wrong if the Nigerian hospital tell us to pay a little. The way they now tell our children to pay a little towards their school fees. Now, when we don't do that, the same you that said the Nigerian education should not be free or it should be free, you're sending your child abroad for 15,000. Let me say, the school fees here to send a child in the UK is going to cost you a minimum of 30 million naira per annum. 30 million naira for a child for 1 year. Imagine how much you're going to pay in Nigerian school if the school was standard. The Nigerian government should be encouraged to collect a little more money from the school fees, but make it standard. There should be no private school. That's my own take home. The Nigerian government should invest in agriculture as their own, like I proposed to the governor of Delta State. I said to the governor of Delta State, now think about it. You have 3 senatorial districts. In each of the districts, the government owning a business now. I will own a big farm in this area, and that of Delta State is so unique because in the riverine area, don't go there with anything but fishing. In the Delta North area, I'm sure they can grow cassava and all kind of things. Then you can look at our area in the Delta. Then we can grow long-term things like we're going to think of the rubber plantation of those days. It's still there. Imagine how much we'll be making. That is a government that is running a business. So, but that would be one of your business. Not all. Now you bring your health care, you monetize it. So the government will be making money. I'm not saying you have the petroleum, you can own a refinery. That one are money, that is they bleed money. How can you be in such a place and you are sitting down on your ass constructing road for people that cannot access loan? We're heading for a fall. Make we look for the juju when they worry us. Now go church, go pray yesterday. Now your grandmama, now cousin, you know say you smoke cigar before. Now your grandmama now make you not get money. No, the reason you don't have is what I'm saying now. And God is tired of us. Because the first thing he said we should do is to create. We're sitting down and waiting for manna to fall from heaven. The last time manna fell from heaven, it don't take, now only once. Even when Jesus Christ was on earth, he only fed the people once. When did Jesus Christ not continue to break fish into bread, break into bread? If God had done with this word for never this way a day now, we foresee they live for cave. You know why God did not give us food? It's not as if God cannot throw food from heaven. You know why? Let me tell you. God wants us to create. When you are in difficulties, you begin to imagine things begin to happen. Because God has created us in his image. He knows the potential in us. It's not the only way we're going to get there is through hardship. When we have difficulties, we'll find solution. When we have difficulties, we'll find solution. It was the need to have light. That's why we created our own light. God has shown us light too. Now we know we need light in our room. We begin to create. If God show light, the light they shine everywhere. Now the sunlight now for our room today. If we're not fine, reach the one we get now. Now you can control your light. God is giving you autonomy to rule the world. That's why this is the heaven on earth. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. I don't know whether the heaven now where they go. I don't know where they go. Heavens is here. I don't want to go into that today. So my question is, I want to stop and be quiet for some 1 minute. Mary, your boyfriend Wicked, when they construct, you know all I see, and Evelyn, and your husband to be Evelyn. That's it. Your husband to be Evelyn. When they construct road through the whole of Delta, Mona, I don't know what to say to them anymore. Are they making mockery? Or they are completely daft? That's
now, very Chris. Yes, let's look at the construction. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. The world can hear you.
Yeah. Yes, let's look at the construction because we've hammered a lot on construction of roads as not been a priority as the case may be. And listening to your opening salvo, you talked so much about the economic importance of the construction of roads. And while you were speaking, a lot of things were going on in my mind. And I remember vividly that, yes, in as much as we might have dissenting opinions in relation to the construction of roads, I think it still has a lot of plus. Now, where does the plus come in? Majority of our farmers presently are based in the hinterlands. And for their produce to get to the market, they need to be transported. We had a lot of issues with road connectivity. In Kwale Abo axis, for example, they were using pontoon for a very, very long, for decades. And before they constructed that bridge, Oginibo, there's another bridge they constructed. About 3 bridges were constructed in the south region, in each axis precisely. Oginibo, there's one in Bomadi, there's another one in Delta North, I think in Beneku, about 2 bridges. Now, if we want to look at it holistically, there's still some economic relevance because majority of times now, the government in Delta State, for example, the Ministry of Agri, they don't have any grain silo. They don't have any form of storage of grains and farm produce for our farmers. And in such circumstances, you will find out that most of the crops that are grown have a lifespan, if not well stored. And that is true, basically. So the creation of these roads that have been mentioned, that I have reference to, have economic value to the supplier, to the farmer, the middleman, the retailer, and the end user. There are some markets here. On market days, when you go there, when you come to these market days, especially in Delta North. I'm a great cook. I'm a market man. So some of these market days, I know them. When you go to this market, as early as 6 o'clock, you see them carrying their goods from the hinterland. Prior to this time, there were a lot of complaints. Besides insecurity, there were complaints of bad roads, especially during the rainy season. But with the repairs, construction, maintenance, and repairs of some of these roads, accessibility and connectivity and business transactions became closer to the people, from the farm, from the farmer down to the consumer. It was narrowed down. That is one. Then secondly, for commerce, when we talk of commerce here, a lot of times for this, I'll call it a localized export of seafood from the south region of Delta State. I'm talking of Bomadi, Patani, Opruza, you name it. Now the fishermen, they carry, and some of these people that bring crayfish from Orum, when they bring it, they need good roads to be able to transport it. So the roads are not totally out of place. They are part of the strategy of economic emancipation and development that you so often project. Because if we are looking at just the economic value, you need a good road network for economic value to be highly appreciated. And that is what we are insinuating. Now, most of the hotels here in Asaba, for example, the big hotels, seafood is a priority. The fisherman soup that is most restricted to maybe Rivers State, Bayelsa State, is beginning to find a thriving here in Asaba, for example. And it's mostly seafood. So before now, it was difficult. Majority of these roads or majority of transportation processes was by water, by the inland waterways. And it became difficult with the proliferation and the insecurity of inland transportation because of pirates. Now the government started building bridges and connecting these roads to make commerce, accessibility, and market closer to the people. For that, I think I will score the government a positive, because in Delta State, for example, market, the only thing that is striving, if not for insecurity, that is limited harvest of produce is the road network. Now, oranges and mangoes are a thriving business in Delta State before now. Now, why do I say that? Most of our market women, they travel to go and get these things from the hinterland. You talked about the rubber plantations. If you recall, if you're going, those where you have the Ronigbe rubber plantations, the white men then, they used, during the Midwest region, they used mango trees to kind of create a demarcation. If you are traveling from Warina going through Agbo, through Ronigbe to Abraka, when you look inward, you see what they used to demarcate, like Edo, Delta. You see mango trees. Those plantations, those are plantations intertwined with the rubber plantations. Our people have left rubber, yes, because of politics and all that. But those mango plantations, you don't need. The harvest is awesome because it harvests itself annually, and these people need good roads to go assess these fruits, pick them, and come and sell mangoes and oranges. Sometimes they travel to Eastern land, bankers in Delta State, but they have a lot of oranges and mangoes as well. They travel to Eastern land in Edo State, which has a boundary with Ebu in Delta State, to go and buy these oranges. Some of these roads are important for commerce to thrive. In as much as we want the government, even if the government tries to get economic value through investments, economic value alone will not enhance investment without that good road network. We need good road network to be able to move. Okay.
Let me ask you one question. Let's take, so we follow it one by one. Let's talk about, you talk about those in the South, the fishermen, to bring the fish product. I ask you a question. What kind of boat are they still using? What is
I'll
the
tell
method
you.
of fishing?
Okay.
You see, by the time, my question is, have you seen the modern fishing lifestyle? Which only the government, not that old man in the village can do.
Yes, I
If you want to
understand what
see
you're
true
saying.
fishing, you want proper investment in the area. Buying only 2 boats, only 2 in that area will give the result that the all poor people there are doing. Now, let me put it this way. You said our people are farming. What kind of farm are they farming? It's an insult to farm. What is going on currently is an insult to farm. What is even going on in Benue before the food basket of nation is an insult to farming.
Yes, I understand. I was coming there. I was coming because you have a strong
If you
point.
understand that, then we are not on the same page because you are talking about.
No, we can't be on the same. We need to, Daddy Chris, we cannot be entirely on the same page because see, you are sitting, you are speaking from a comfort zone of reality. We are still living in illusion here. You are speaking from a country.
But we can get out of illusion with the government. The government intervention.
I'm going to address that. You are saying
that we should provide road for somebody that is doing a old style of farming. That's the problem.
No, I'm coming. It's not. Wait. Daddy Chris, it's not just about the farming. I'm going to dwell on that. Besides, the road is not prioritized only for somebody that's doing old style of farming. What are primary healthcare facilities? Your old in relations in the village, they need to access healthcare. How do the health personnel get to those places? So I'm coming to answer your question. Now, you are speaking from a scenario of comfort. Why do I say that? In the UK, the laws are working. In Europe, the laws are working. The actual what we should be looking at now is more of transformational leadership. We need to help transform our leaders and bring them in line with international best practices. Now, when you say that old farmer or that fisherman, now fishing has gone beyond that. There are small canoe and all that. And the government is not into fishing. If the government is into fishing, they should have got fishing trawlers like we see them do in advanced countries.
Now you are speaking.
That is.
No, engineer, calm down.
I'm coming.
No, engineer, let's talk to one another.
Yes, I'm coming. I'm going somewhere. Now, if the Delta State government.
You cannot talk for too long. I ask you, answer, I talk. No. Easy. One after the other. Let's not jump into it. You talk, I answer, we don't talk out of it. So let's answer the very question I asked. One, then we answer another one. First, one. Let us make it. If we talk, we will go out. Let's take one at a time.
Now,
I ask a question.
Let's look at the first one.
Which one? Which one do you want us to look at so I can follow you?
No, this first one, now the area of the fishing. Now that's the first one I want to answer.
Not everybody. Now, only on what area of the fishing? Engineer, you are saying what I'm saying. No, I want us to keep it small. I am saying
the area of the fishing. This is where I want to come into. Now, can you hear me? Now we have a river line. We have a coastline in Delta State of close to 600 kilometers of waterways. And in that scenario, we can, as a people, now we have representatives in the state houses of assembly. If each local government, Bomadi local government, Patani local government, Warri North local government, Warri South local government, Brutu local government, I think it's about 5 local governments now. If the leaders, the local government chairman, for example, from their fed allocation, because now they are living the large life, from their allocation, they get fishing trawlers, and we are surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean. We see in international waters, people come to fish with trawlers. We see them, we hear of it, but our people fish with canoe. If each local government gets one trawler, if each House of Assembly representatives for those local governments at the Delta State of Assembly, they get one fishing trawlers, that's 2. Then the state government supports 2. Now, those small canoes that are being used will be reduced. Those people that are paddling those canoes become part of the workers for those trawlers. Fishing will be improved. It will become mechanized fishing. And in that state, storage becomes a priority. It's not out of place if we have cold rooms in the whole of the waterline area for storage of this food, but we still need the roads to transport them for the market. And that is a priority. But I find, because why do I say this? I've been privy to move around those areas, and I've seen that the energy they are putting into modular refineries, if they put that energy into fishery, that strength into seafood, it's not just about fish alone. I have seen different types of fishes from them. I've seen shrimps, I've seen prawns. There's a difference between shrimp and prawn. I've seen different kinds, I've seen eel, see different kind of seafood that we use to buy, and it will crash down the prices.
Engineer, calm down. Let's put our argument in context. Let's put this in context, because now you're telling what the government should do or what they should do. Then we're not putting it in context. My question is this: you've been able to make a very solid point that we still need the roads, and I agree. And the only question I ask is, road to do what? And you said, oh, then you begin to tell me what the government should do. You're coming back to what I said. No, let us make it very simple. Engineer, I'm saying that you don't construct roads for business that does not exist. You right now,
the roads are not only for the business. That's what I'm saying. The roads are not meant only for business, for movement, for transportation, for health care.
Transportation to where?
People are sick. Most of our,
where are you going to?
Transportation from. I'm coming from. Remember
the problem we have.
Remember how Ogara was?
Engineer, wait.
The emphasis you are putting on this roads and that. No, I'm talking to you, engineer. The emphasis like you are putting on this road and all that. If this appraisal you're giving it to the government in terms of this fishery and agriculture and all that, it's understandable. But this one you're talking about roads. Is there like the citizens? Are we supposed to be the one to be doing this road?
I'm not saying we. It's not we. Are we the people doing it?
It's a necessity.
It's like the government. Yes,
it's mandatory for the government to provide.
You are not understanding either. The issue is, I am an advocate of what the roads, the necessity of the road. That is
yes,
say
I agree. Engineer, I think we are on the same page here. Wait, we're not talking at each other. We're going to get there. I want to ask questions. So you answer the question for what it is. I am constructing roads from the riverine area to come to the center so I can serve my fish. The question is, where is the fish? Who is producing the fish? Engineer, wait, easy. Answer that part of it.
Okay, sir.
Who is producing the fish?
That's what that the case trying to say.
The fishermen.
I'm not talking of individual. I'm talking about the government-owned business.
Government not get business. They're not ready to do business.
The
government-owned business is politics.
Who said government-owned business must be politics? Before I talk,
no, that's what I'm saying.
Engineer, you are misleading the government. This way, you are misleading.
No, that is what. No, you should understand me. I didn't say it is a no. I said the government-owned business has become politics. That is not meaning
must it be
say
politics?
I mean
no,
it mustn't be politics. The government business is not politics.
Engineer,
but they have changed
my argument. I came on the show and I said, the federal government, the Delta State government, all they do is construct roads. I have not seen them improving on the agriculture. You understand? The way our grandmama, can I finish that?
I
understand. The way our grandmama they farm for Benue, those days, so they see the farm for Benue. Now, you're talking of constructing road for people in Bomadi to bring fish. The way they were finished fishing years back, you see the way they are fishing. That is sad. People no more fish like that. Hello. People no more fish like that. People no more farm like this. If the government go into that business, you will see massive improvement in farming. The way the education sector, you see what we have now, Evelyn. What you have today have you gone to all these churches? They now have their kitchen schools. Every church today gets school. Primary kindergarten. They are all mushrooms.
Some up to university self.
But I'm saying that they are all mushrooms. They cannot, but when you see government on school and they do it well, they are still the best too. The resources in the government school, they don't have it in the private school. All the government needs to do is to do it better. You cannot leave businesses in the hands of people, and even in Africa, your case is worse. Understand what I said? In the UK, if you say let the private people even run the business, they can access finance. Do you have access to finance? That man who is farming in Benue, does he have access to finance? 33%. How is he going to survive that farm? In farming in the UK is 0% on any loan you take. 0. If you go into farming in the UK, you're going to access loan. It will be 0%. On the loan, you pay the money back, but it is 0. You don't pay interest. In Nigeria, it's 33%. The government is constructing road for people in that area to come and bring their fish to the market. Which fish are they going to bring? What kind of fish you going to get from Benue? What kind of cassava you going to get? Imagine government intervene into Benue. That Reverend Father, if he goes into farming in Benue, imagine what will come out of Benue. There will be mechanized farm everywhere. There will be greenhouses. Look at what happened. In a dry land, Ethiopia, it's not the private people that did it. They will all have died of hunger. There was famine in Ethiopia. Famine. Because they don't have access, they don't have water. The land is dry. It was the intervention of the Ethiopian government, Saudi government intervened, and China that constructed that farm. Today they are exporting. They are no more hungry. They are exporting. That is the government intervention, government working in the sector. The private people would have died of hunger. In those days, now fly with the sea for Ethiopian people knows. What we're having today in Nigeria is there's hunger in the land because the government is not intervening into a business that is so important. Nothing. Listen, in the United Nations, if I ever go to UN, I do international law. My first argument, which is going to be I said to something, I want food to be a part of human rights. Let me repeat this. The way you talk about, oh, don't touch me, sexual orientation, this and that. Food is a human right. Meaning it is the right of a human being to have food. Meaning the UN must adopt it in my time. If you ever give me the chance, going to UN is what I'm going to do. Sometimes they said you only come to have a political asylum if you are running from persecution. Listen, I don't know, you guys don't understand the Geneva Convention. If the government, they pursue you now, if you don't come here, they will say you'll be refugee. They'll give you paper to stay. I am saying that if hungry they pursue you, you have a right to seek asylum on economic ground because both of them will kill you. Either government kill you or hunger will kill you. That's what I'm going to do. That's with my aspect of law I'm going to do my PhD on. So I'm saying something to you guys deep here. When you leave this important sector, like food, healthcare. In fact, the government around the world have done well. Hey, guys, go and ask. For those of you in Africa, go and ask how it operates in the UK. Farming is not a business you go into and the government pays deaf ear to you. They do everything to make sure it is successful. And they have their own food bank. If the United States go into war today, the food they have in the food bank, it will serve them for the next 2 years. The food in our food bank. Nigeria went, there was COVID. We not get food store. 1 second. Hungry begin beat us one day. Meaning that important part of our life is dead. The federal government, the government of Nigeria is saying, this man has said, no, we need to construct road. Whether there's no food. Road to do what? That's my question. And we're going to get it. I don't want to call on any government to do all this and that, how it should be done. I'm asking, why is the government not owning a farm? The way they own schools, the way they own hospitals, why is African government not owning farm? Because farming, which is food, is an important part of my human right. Any society that doesn't have food is in trouble, like what we have in Nigeria today. How can we ignore that one and we see our government? Wike is coming to construct road. I just show you one image now. Let's show Wike. It's constructing roads. But when you go to China to learn how to construct more roads, that's it. It's sad. It is sad. You know why this is sad? If this energy to construct road is put into good use, we will have the best. The country will progress. Because it is, listen, there are some businesses you can leave for ordinary people. Oh, today, you want to have mobile phone. That's not my business as a government. If you don't have mobile phone, stay in your house. If you don't have money to drive a car, who give a damn whether you get motor? I don't care whether you have a car. There's healthcare for you. There's food in your table. Shut up. Now, other businesses to buy a car, to do the best, no. Housing will be part of my agenda. It is the human right to have a shelter. It is a human right to have food. And if I am in the government, because God asked me to pay.
Housing, if there's no acceptable road to the house, who will stay in the housing if there are no good roads? How will business flourish?
What do you need road to do what? Road to do what? Why you taking road to?
If you say if you say they should do road and still invest in other businesses, yes, I can understand, which is good. But you cannot write off fixing of roads.
There are
no good roads in London. We will not be calling it a very fine place. You understand? If London does not have a good road,
fine place, no food. Fine girl, no get manner. Mary, fine place, no food is equal to a fine girl with no manners.
All the businesses you want them to set up, if there are no good roads, it will not work. Let's agree to it.
Oh,
there are no good roads.
Mary,
none of those businesses will flourish.
Mary, let me say this to you. Nigeria.
You see that you that is talking. If you come to Nigeria, there are places that you will not accept to enter. If the roads are so bad, even you personally,
why do I even need to go? Why do I need to? Why can't I walk?
Why can't I walk?
My government will not place emphasis on you buying a car. Look at Nigeria today. Some people have private jets. Some people have no food. What kind of stupid society is that? Where are you flying there to play to?
They should make provision of that, but we cannot write off the fixing of roads entirely.
No, what I'm saying now, did I say they should not construct road? How can you start with the money you have to start to construct road when you have not have food on the table? Are you not stupid?
We are not saying road is not important.
Thank
what
you,
I'm trying to say is not a priority. Because you construct all the roads, construct bridges and all that, there are still people who are hungry out there. Not everybody owns farm.
What I'm even saying is that by the time you construct, you invest in agriculture, the proceed will construct road. What you make from agriculture is what you use to construct road. You don't make more money.
You that is praising your government.
How can you, Mary, Evelyn, listen to me. The money they are getting, not that they're working for it, they use it to
that they should not fix road.
Invest that money. The proceed of agriculture can construct road. The proceed of agriculture can construct road. The proceed of petroleum can construct road. Mr. Oboriwori, talk to them. Make them open their head. Open up. Oboriwori will be making 2 billion, 3 billion from only this kind of business I'm talking about. And he can use that one to construct road. He can then invite them to come from China to come and construct road. But you don't invest all your money on road. Are you out of your mind? I'm not saying that you don't construct road. Maybe if I'm making enough money, I go marry more wives. But the first money when I get, when I never see feed my wife, I'll come marry another one. When you have enough money, you can marry more. You understand? First, the money when you get, you go first take and maintain what you get. What you get now, land. Land is our industry in Nigeria. We need to invest in the land. The proceed of the petroleum when you sell a body, you take and construct road. Don't use our money to construct roads. Anybody put me anywhere, I go defeat them. Don't spend any penny on road. Use the money to construct a refinery. The proceed of refinery, take and construct road. Anybody when you want fly from the country till then, make it fly. Hey, I will go to the riverine area. I go buy boat. I'll fetch coal room. I go find way to only bring goods. Not be motor not be road when I say they drive motor, when I say they carry all the women. What are they doing with the roads? Fancy place. Aeroplane. How can a Nigerian, only Nigeria have the highest number of private jets. Don't even your stupid pastors. I call them stupid. I should construct airport for you. So you can carry more, you buy more private jets. Not in my country. Some of them go park. But Mali said we're going to chase those crazy ballhead out of town. Most of them go out of the town. They are a waste. Complete waste. That's the problem we have. Only them my side today.
Yes, yes. We are not saying the road is not important, but it's not the priority right now.
It should not be my daughter.
People are still hungry.
I did my daughter. Imagine, my pain is that if we make money, if everybody want to spend money on refinery, the proceeds they know they take and construct road. How can you go to China and you say you want to construct road? No, not be refinery. If you supposed to go to how we go take they make money, then they make money. Then the remaining money you take, if you get profit, take and construct road. Who go ask you? But you they collect all your money when you not work for, you take and construct road. The money they come next month, you construct road. The number come. Hey, I detest it. That one went there, Abuja. Then another mayor. Allocation just come for River State. Oh, you could not build one thing. Oh, build law house. Build this. They are all fancy. They are women with no character. Nigeria have no depth. No single depth in us. Everybody have a private jet. On an airplane. But the country, they cannot walk on the street. Oh. When they come down from that plane, enter the town if you're not wrong. What I'm saying now, I'm not. You think I'm hurting you that is rich? You are hurting yourself because you can't walk on the street of Nigeria. None of them can walk freely. This is the result of the society we've created. If you come my way, people will have food on their table in the individual homes. Food will be a human right, but they will work for it too. It's not going to come for free. I'm saying the private people you want to farm, there's money for you to farm on the private sector. You, local government, you will farm on your own sector. Me, I will farm. I will do the same with housing. There will be housing in Asaba. In the senatorial district, there will be housing projects. On a constant basis, not the ones that don't finish, the one say the houses that they build that they sell. The proceeds I can use to buy road. I can construct road. I will not start with constructing road, though. You know what they do now? They first construct the road, say people go build houses. You are a fool. Construct the house, sell the house, take and construct road. What are you talking about? Now, construct the farm. When you make money, take and construct road. How can the most irresponsible government I have ever seen in my time is somebody collecting money he did not work for and spending the money on roads? It's sad. And meanwhile, my grandmother is still going for farm the same way he has been farming. It's an insult to farming. In the 21st century, okay. I said, go and look at what happened in Ethiopia. I'm sad. If you, there was a time Ethiopia, hunger and they kill everybody there. They fly for their nose. For Ethiopia. Today, Ethiopia is making money from agric export. Intervention of government.
Unfortunately.
Intervention of the government. I cannot do it. If Daddy Chris can do it, I would have done it. You cannot do it. Let me tell you this. Yeah. For those of you looking at me, say the private people are farming, you haven't got the capability to farm.
Yeah,
let me put it that way so I get it clear. You haven't got the resources. Private people don't have the resources to farm. Delta State government have the resources to do the farm I'm talking about. Delta State government have the resources. Look at me, let me tell you one thing. Do you know how many estates are coming up in Lagos? Who is constructing roads for them? They control their own roads.
But unfortunately, Daddy Chris.
No, let me finish.
Daddy Chris.
The most of the roads you see now, they construct their own roads. In fact, I listened to the owner of Zenith Bank. They have to construct their own road to their branches. Because they know what they're going to get. You know, you see, once the production is in place, road will come. But you're spending money on road on no business. Oh, I'm not allowed to do business. Guess what? If Lagos State government start to build houses today, all of us will not get house for Lagos. Lagos State don't get more money. Because the houses will be going from about 40 million or 30 million. They will sell quick. Not the one the private boys are doing. Imagine how many houses Lagos State government will sell a day. Today, I'm telling you now, how many houses Lagos State government will sell in a day? It will become, I'm talking to you, Lagos State. Because the private people are building houses there now. It looks like a good business. It's shit. If the government start to build houses in Lagos and sell, You will buy a house in Lagos for 20 million. And guess what? That money is enough for government to build another one, and build another one, and build another one. Hallelujah.
Amen.
We cannot allow this rubbish to go on. Private man, I go and buy a house. I'm going to build a house. I'm going to sell because I want to make profit. And I don't even know where I'm going. How much do I have? How much does the private person have to build an estate? Have you seen what they're doing? They will just take a picture, they show you how it will look like. They will do a mock of it and they use it to sell. The government don't need to do that. Government need to build and sell and make money.
Yes, that's a good. But the government, unfortunately, what you have said is practicable, is realistic.
It's doable. It's not what are people saying. If it's not doable, I will understand.
It is practicable, realistic, doable, but not applicable right now. Why do I say that? I want to reference you to some of government's intrusion into agriculture. If you are from Asaba now, if you are going after Ogwashku, there was a time they opened an Obasanjo farms. They named it after Obasanjo, strictly chicken and eggs, strictly chicken and livestock. That place now has become overgrown with weeds. Nothing is happening there. Songhai Delta was a government investment. It's a sapling from Atamukwe. The government investment in agriculture, where the government is investing, they are still doing training of individuals. Mm-hmm. What has happened to Songhai Delta? It has gone with the winds. I'm going to give you the reasons. Then you and I grew up in Bende State to remember NIFOR in Benin. And Benin, Winner River, these are indigenous government projects relating to agro-allied entrepreneurship. If the government had been serious, NIFOR would have had branches all over the 36 states in Europe and in the 6 continents. By now, would have been producing and exporting palm oil, cane oil.
Everything come with that thing. Every part of it is no waste. No waste. Nothing in palm is waste. Nothing is waste. And no, wait. The people that took it to Malaysia, I know you're going there. Is it private people that are doing it? It's the government. The government of Malaysia is making heavy money from it.
That's what we're saying. Now the problem we have that I wish.
No, our government is. You know why it is not so? Because we're not even correcting the government. We're not encouraging the government to do so.
Exactly.
By the time I construct road, you clap for me. I thought I've done my job. Obodiwori has constructed road, they clap for him. He has done his job. But if we tell Obodiwori, no, this is not the way to go, Obodiwori will begin to think well. In my open letter to the governor, I was sincere. Everything I wrote there is sincere. You understand? It's a proposal that I dropped. It may not be right, but they can't tell me there's no idea there. Now, that you are not doing it, it doesn't mean it will fail. This is the reason. You see, I can't even understand why somebody will even be able to argue some of the things we say. Because if Obodiwori government had made farm in this, the one you are telling me now, Ibori constructed this Songhai farm and sit in Abuja, in Asaba. It's collecting only oil money. He doesn't care. Money is coming anyway. If the money, if depend on that place, if you can where. Because there was money always coming from Abuja. They want to buy a helicopter today. They want to buy a new plane. If the money, you see, what I'm saying to the government is, you can make so much money from all these things I'm saying than even from Abuja. Lagos State government will make more money from housing than they can ever think of. And Lagos would expand.
That's true.
I mean, you go expand. It go be only skyscrapers that would be for Lagos. China not go compare Lagos. If you want to go to China to learn something, learn how to build skyscrapers and come and build a housing low housing scheme in Asaba. Build and sell, Obodiwori. If you cannot farm, build that house the way you see them for there. Build and they sell. You know they hear me.
Now let me tackle this issue of this housing. This housing you talked about. Now, the only time, we have a fundamental issue. Yeah. We have a fundamental issue here in Delta State. That Chris, you're listening to me. We have a fundamental issue here in Delta State with housing. Housing has become so much on the high side. The average 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom goes for above 1 million.
Rent.
Yes. We have room and parlor of about 1 million, 1.5, between 1 million and 3 million. That is where there's a problem. Now, majority of the investors in real estate in Delta State, especially in Asaba, come from across the Niger. They are Nambarians, Easterners who have keyed into the vision. Unfortunately, even the government is not seeing what you have seen. Now, let me tell you something. Asaba is among the top 5 emerging, fastest growing state capitals in Nigeria, among the first 3. And in an emerging state capital, there's been a connectivity already. We have a federal capital territory. That is to say, it's not just about Asaba now. You have Okpanam, is part of the federal capital territory. Ugbolu, Ibuzo, Isela, Asaba. You understand? So it's a bigger, there's a bigger, and realtors have come to buy all the lands available in this area, and they are beginning to sell it in smaller portions to people that want to buy. Now, where am I going to? The first and only estate, the Delta State worker has never been prioritized. The only person that prioritized them was James Onanefe Ibori. He built a junior staff quarter. It's junior staff quarter, low income estate.
Engineer.
Now, if
sometimes, sorry, sir. And sometimes they cut my vision. Let me tell you what I'm looking at. Even that kind of housing, if I am the governor of Delta State, they will not be approved.
I'm taking you somewhere.
Let me finish. So you get my vision. You need to understand my vision first. Let me tell you my vision first before you get it. That kind of estate, when they say so, in my government, it will not be approved. If I ever go to China, we'll be able to learn those high-rising buildings.
Yes.
Which I am going to build in Delta. So if you come in, I will have a new plan. When I build one, I say, in fact, Asaba will be the place where you're going to buy a house, because the government just built a unique housing, and I thought there's no market for it. From what you can hear now, there's so much big market. Meaning I'll get the whole people to come and buy a house from me in Asaba. I'll be dragging them in. The international community, the boys in abroad will come and buy a house in Asaba. They will do holiday in Asaba. Yeah. What is wrong with you people? Only housing. And it's not that kind of one they're doing now. Not the rubbish they're selling now. If I would go to China, you see, maybe you guys don't see what I'm saying. I'm saying the private man can build that bungalow that you call a house. But the government will build skyscrapers. Go and see them. Have you been to this rest of the world? Go to America, the new America. Now, Glasgow, if you come to Canary Wharf here, the part of London I am now, maybe anytime I come, I go say, people not there here again. No. If you go to Canary Wharf, it's a new kind of building. And if you build that in Asaba, it will be sold the first day. You build the next one because the money is coming. Use it on there. You sell, you have more money. All your money come, you build more. You know, after some time, the money from the housing will begin to build itself. The money from the housing will begin to build itself. So you don't need to collect the money to spend. Oh, but when you visit that time, take all the money there will not be best. Who you want to sell out to? Who you want to sell house to?
Who are you selling it to? Wait, I'm coming. No. Now, is it the civil servants that cannot pay house rent? That cannot, that's why I'm going to, I was leaving you somewhere.
Can they afford it?
Who will buy all those guys? People when they're hungry. They are hungry.
People can afford
it. Come buy government.
Mary, you see what I'm saying? Let me tell you why the civil servant can afford it. You know the difference between
they cannot
on your own. In my sector, the people building the houses, how much would they be earning? You think they're going to earn 50,000 naira? Those people will be well paid because they are going to be bringing me money. The reason the government is not paying you well is because government is not making money. Let me tell you people in Asaba, there's no way government can pay you because government is not making money. They won't go take the money, pay you. And if you tell anybody what to construct road, you will remain poor and not swear for now because the government is not making money. There is no government in the world that will make money and will not pay you well. Let me tell you one story that happened in the same Nigeria you're talking now. There was a time Nigerian government has so much money. They paid Udoji. Quote me. You know what is Udoji? Go online. Udoji. We had so much money. We paid 2 times salary. Maybe the Nigerian government get too much money. They can't pay the double salary. They no go.
Borrowing and weak.
Yes, Oborowori is not a wicked man. Oborowori will pay you more money if he has it. Oborowori is not having money because he's not making money. He's constructing roads. It's not his fault. Oh. That man is a good man. Even Tinubu not be wicked man. Tinubu is not being able to pay salary because there's no money. Now ask Tinubu why there's no money. Because Tinubu is not making money. He's not working. How can you make money if you don't work? Tell me what Tinubu is doing to make money other than oil. Tell me what Oborowori is using to make money other than oil money from Abuja. You see, Okpana, Ojana, what you call it don't happen. Oh, guy. If only you guys understand what I'm saying, if you guys can understand who the government is, the only reason Nigerian government is suffering, the only reason we are suffering in Nigeria is because the government of Nigeria is not productive. They are not farming. They are not into business. Maybe where did the government going to get money to pay? Not the salary. When you said whether the civil servant in Asaba, well, who's going to pay you more? Is the government get money? Wait, now I say who go buy that house? The government is not being able to pay you salary because it doesn't have more money. By the time government do what I'm saying,
I want to bring a contradiction to this narrative.
Bring it.
My brain just remembered. Yes, my brain just remembered something. You recall vividly that there was such a time that the government was into business. There was such a time we were building ships in Nigeria. We had Niger Dock. What came out of it? That was business. There was such a time we had Nigerian National Shipping Line. We had ships. I saw some of the ships come to Warri Port. Yes. What happened to them? I'm coming. So that I will ask you a question.
You've been around. What happened to them?
I'm coming. I'm asking
all these questions. No, don't just say no. What happened to them? Don't go far. You made
the government is not ready. The government cannot manage business.
Okay, so you see now.
The refineries that they have, what is happening to them? The government, Daddy Chris, I'm coming. The government is not ready to manage business. They are only there to loot. That's why I started with my opening salvo, Daddy Chris. I started with my opening salvo.
Who is the government?
They cannot manage business.
I said
they can only manage the oil.
We need transformational leadership.
They can only manage oil.
Transform their minds.
If you reach oil, they can manage.
They can manage.
They can declare a state of emergency. They can declare a state of emergency. They can declare a state of emergency in Rivers State, but cannot declare a state of emergency.
Exactly.
Where they're producing food.
Because if you look at the Obasanjo regime now, privatize most of these things.
No,
we are building ships in this country. I have friends that were working in Niger Dock.
And I've been in that time.
All those ships that you see, we are building ships in Nigeria. We are building barges for oil companies.
Engineer.
The thing they pay me.
The first appointment Buhari ever got was to be the Director General of the Nigeria National Shipping Line. Yes. That Buhari, when he don't die today, that was his first job. He never knew. You see, until we have this culture, until we begin to teach our government how to do business, we are in trouble. The National Shipping Line, there was a time they had let me finish.
The only business they can do is to go to farm. Anything when bring money that they cannot. They are all armed robbers.
Let me finish this. The British government.
We're thinking Niger Dock. We're thinking Nigerian Airways. They can't deceive us again.
They're not before they can achieve all this, I think they need to reform the system.
What killed our refineries? You remember they won't lie to us last couple of years. They don't form another Nigeria.
Now people like us kill them. Now people like us when they government and we kill them.
People like us now goes with the people.
Money on road. Now you kill the idea. Anybody that encourages your body to construct road is the one that is killing the Nigeria, the Delta State economy. And that person will remain poor. If Oborowori cannot make money, he cannot pay you more.
Government is not ready. Our leaders are lazy.
No, they are not lazy. They don't like. They're
not
thinking. They like this.
That's it.
Exactly. They like this. Happy. It doesn't mean they are wicked.
Daddy Chris, I was watching them when they were playing executive and legislature. I just see what they talk. They bleed for my heart. I interface with a lot of them. Their level and scope of reasoning is limited to just enjoyment.
Engineer, now enjoyment. Test your little knowledge. Now, engineer, this is now between me and you. What is the problem? You think these people are wicked? Evelyn, you know what I say in this show? I say it's an insult to call these people thief because they are insult to thieves.
Please, you rephrase again. We didn't hear you.
No, make I say them again. Those people you saw playing football that day, they are not qualified to be called thieves because they are not. It's an insult to thieves. Thieves, they make money, make the thief arm. There's corruption in the UK, but they make the money first. These guys are not making money. Every those people you see playing football that day, they are running over small allocation coming from Abuja. That money not rich. So they become wicked in your mind. They are not wicked. They are handicaps. People people when they call, they say, if you construct road, oh, you be good governor for constructing road, for building this. In fact, Okowa borrow 16 billion to build 1 year secretariat. 16 billion akpa. You take loan to build infrastructure. God not go forgive her. Take that loan. Take construct housing. They say today 16 billion naira in housing. You know where we'll be? 16 billion. Borrow it and start to go to China when you go so. Build the first one, sir. If I not be only that chance go to buy them, we go they come by. I say I'm gonna call me Daddy Chris. I am not boasting. I'm talking from point of knowledge. Any Nigerian when say they blame Tinubu today, you just want to kill the man for nothing. The man is not wicked. Tinubu is not a wicked man. He's mentally bankrupt. He need help. Let me repeat that. Tinubu is not a wicked man. Let me bring you back. Tinubu might be mentally bankrupt. He's not wicked. And the only reason why Tinubu is doing what he's doing, because by the cry from on your mandate we shall stand. That's what you sing for him. You think he's doing well. If Tinubu listen to me, he goes, sit up. Tinubu, you are poor. You made the country poor because you are not making money. The only language I can use is that one. If Tinubu do the farming in the six senatorial geographical zones, do you know how much Nigeria will be making alone? And if you do housing there, do you know how much we'll be making? As the federal government of Nigeria, if we were doing the refinery means something to Tinubu, and Tinubu consider, as you say, you'll be Minister of Petroleum. If now let that refinery you do call the self-oil, you know how much it will make? How much are you making now? This is a bankrupt country. We're broke. The Nigerian government is broke. The Delta State government is broke. You are all broke.
But the politicians are not broke. They enjoy
broke.
You.
They are broke. These are poor people now. How much they have? There's no politician that will leave Nigerian office today. In another 2 years, you don't broke. No one. You don't get one.
That one are true.
No one.
The ones who get hotel, they broke.
The hotel, no worry, the hotel will go to sell them. Now we go buy the hotel from them. Then they are broke. I mean, look at all of them. They are broke ass. You see, when even you as a private person, you make money. The first money you make, you take a married wife. Another money you make it second wife. If you don't take the married wife, they go. Everything I lie. You also don't marry one, marry two. The all don't finish. But if you use the first money, like Igbo man, they build a business. A time will come, you go to spend from the money they marry wives. You not go know. We never stand. We never stand, my people. We have no stand. We don't have a Greek sector. We don't have a housing sector. Now they broke. Now they compare themselves with UK. UK has been built by work of slaves and so many years ago. The housing sector in the UK is unique. Those of us in London, if government don't give us house, we not go fee pay. We for don't pack them up for London. Quote me. All the body you see for London. Now housing, now government they support our housing. We for don't pack. Do you hear what I say? Now today they build them. This is the work of generations. The work of generations. Not be idiot when they come government, come they construct roads. Listen, I don't stay in the UK. I live in the UK. It's a big damn difference. I don't stay here. I live here. And when you see what I'm saying, we're not going to get house today. We're not going to afford house for London. Not even 10% of us will be able to live in London if government does not support it. Do you hear me right? We will not be able to afford London if government does not support it. Again, the government still they fail. You know what they did now? The government now give housing every day they see new housing sector being built. And the government is now renting from them. Government is bankrupt here. At the point in time, the private sector, don't they show government for UK? They don't let the Labour government run these things the way they want it. You see, what I'm saying, my people, is that there's so much money to be made in the agri sector, in the housing sector, in the health sector, in the education sector. Nigeria is so blessed. I ask myself, if UK universities can generate 50 billion pounds, which is 3 times our annual budget, only what UK university can generate, our Nigerian university will generate 200 billion a year with the right leadership. Not be private man go do am, not be Benedict University, not be this stupid, this your not verse. I'm not calling him stupid because it's an intelligent man. Not be the church of universities. Sorry, it's rubbish. Then these people masturbating themselves. We call it visual masturbation for when they teach us of film. You then fuck yourself. Sorry. No, we can do better, and we will do better with the right vision. Oh God, I say if I pour this my knowledge inside the young boy, like a very dark man, he go run the country. He's going to run the country well. We don't need some old men who don't have the power. What I'm saying is a young man that come to office in the morning. He come office, come work. He not come office, come shake hand. He's interested in what's happening in the housing sector. If they look at how is it going? How many? Why is it delay in the house? Where's the project? Some more, man. He put his money there. He want to get results. And he's going to sell and he's going to make money. And he's going to pay you well. There's no time. Labor can continue to try labor. That to our labor people now not get sense. And in fact, ASU will continue to go on strike till they die. Government don't have money, they cannot pay you. They don't have it. Do you understand that, sir? Government don't have money. Because they're not making money. How can I say this better? If the system of farming in Nigeria, I see that one, when my grandmama live, we are in trouble. If look at the kind we call good housing today, and you don't go to Abuja, they can't build one house and build that like fool. Who build a house like that? In a modern city today. I better go America, go New York. Go and see the housing that's going on there. If now want to become New Yorkers, then I'm a New Yorker. What do you see for New York? When you know if you can't go home, you are a fool. Big time fool. We talk of housing. Now this one be construction of road. Now this one be construction. This one are construction. This one not be shifting. Is this how people construct road? Who even construct?
See the number of people. See the number of people say when gather come the road.
Who construct road like this?
See the number of people.
Who construct road like this in the 21st century? Who does that? In fact, Nigeria now owe me. That country now owe me. I swear, Nigeria owe me. But what I see, and I'm crying.
Give that road 2 years now.
No matter, it will be dead, my daughter. Listen, let me say one word. Maybe as I'm talking, as I'm getting angry, I'm calling it out. There is nowhere the government can pay you more than that 60,000. In fact, Tinubu wanted to pay 100,000, even 300,000. He doesn't have it. Do you think the government wants you to starve? Is Tinubu that wicked? Do you think your own government wants you to starve? It's like you're telling me that God wants you to starve. Let me use it to God now. Let me put it this way. Maybe that's why you guys can understand me this morning. You think God wants you to be hungry? Evelyn, God, when he created this world, finished. He can't leave the world, made the world hungry. God is looking for every way to feed you. But God cannot come and do it. He has given the power to people to do it. That's why anytime you're not productive, you are offending God. The only thing God asks you to do is to create. When you're not creating, that is the time you offend God. The rest you they talk, that will not concern God. Not marry another person wife. Not do this, that is your business. Kill yourself, that is your business.
God has given us the power to be productive, to create
exactly.
And
He's
then
not coming
we gave
to feed
the
us
power
again.
to the wrong people.
Thank you.
The power is in the wrong hands. That's why we are suffering as the people.
But maybe we need to tell them what to do. The truth is this. Let me say this. Maybe this time you're going to leave the government alone. Tinubu, if he has money, he will give to you. If Oboriwori get, look at Oboriwori, that man heart clean. Oboriwori, when you see the waka, you know, even naturally, he's a good human being. But he's poor. He cannot pay what he doesn't have. How can you give what you don't have? Now, Oboriwori, pay me this amount of money. Where is he getting the money? Oboriwori will only get the money if you do what I say now. Oboriwori go into farming, go into housing, go into sector like this refinery. He will make money and he will pay you more. And we're all going to win. The society will grow. Until the government do what they're supposed to do. Not say corrupt. Don't call them corrupt. Until they begin to do business with us. With what God has given to them. Because we are their servant. We are there to work. Government need to say, this is the farm. Let's farm it. He will pay us. We are happy. Government is growing. At the end of the day, all of us, when the Delta State will die, come out. The Delta State remain. Governor said, go die, come out. Delta State remain. It's Delta State that we are growing. We will not be here after some time. The people that built London, the person when they build this house on a day now, he don't die. But I'm here enjoying it. I will still live on. Another person can join. God wants you to create because everything on earth belongs to God. Let me repeat that. God wants you to create because when you create, you will stay some time and you live. It belongs to God. Any creation is what you do for God. That's why.
In as much as God wants you to create, He wants you to use your discretion to do that creation. Now, why do I say that? Those remember in the Bible when some people were given talents, 9 went with their talents, they went, invested their talents, and came back. But there was one foolish one, and I'm sure that should be Nigeria. He went to keep the talent, thinking that the master will be impressed that he kept the talent. They say he saved it and brought it back. Why do I say this? It's so painful. You see, your projections.
Now you're speaking the language.
Yes, I wish you can come and address. You have a platform to address something like the National Assembly or the Delta State House of Assembly or the joint session of both the Executive and the National Assembly independently. Because what happened with those other investments will still happen again if our mindset is not changed. And our mindset is centered around ethnic, religious bigotry and divisions. That is one thing that
hunger has broken that. COVID broke that the other time. When there was COVID, nobody remember. Say I be Yoruba man, I be Igbo man.
Yeah,
hunger
they
don't remember whether you be Muslim or Christian.
But when it COVID,
break the yoke.
But when you reach investment, you go no say when it reach time.
Oh, when there is prosperity in the land. No, listen,
that thing will come.
Hey, Oga, the reason that everybody want to carry British passport is because of the prosperity in the land. Not because you love Britain.
Yes.
Because with British passport, you can get anywhere. Not because of your love for Britain. What I want to do is grow the land. And you will love the land. So, but your job is to grow the land. And people will love the land. Don't think my children will love Nigeria. Unless they see benefit in Nigeria.
That is it.
Everybody. And it's my job as the owner, the father of the land, to grow the land. That's your job. And I want to say to you guys, whether you like it or not, Oboriwori is not a wicked man. Tinubu is not wicked. The only thing they lack is what I talk about today. Maybe by the time we bring in state-owned businesses, this is so deep. When I say state-owned business, people don't understand. You understand? It's so deep what I'm talking about. If it comes to stay, you will see the government making more money, and if we pay you more money, there will be pride in the land. And the land will be having more for children to inherit. Oh God. Yeah. Listen, what I have in Nigeria today, I go live on. Now somebody else go inherit her. They know they carry and follow body go. That's why God say, teach your land. Oh my God. If you do anything for your people, go and build a house in your village. Because that house Even when you don't go, the house still there. Did I hear me well? You see, when you are in our time, don't wait for somebody to educate you. Ask yourself, look around. The question I want to those of you that watch me today is, do you think Obori would have money to pay you 1 million naira and he didn't pay you? No, think well. Wait first. He get the money, not pay. Evelyn, the man get money, not pay. What did they take the money they do? Obori, you get the money, you not pay. You know what I'm saying is true. You don't have it. Now, I am saying, I know you don't have it, but you can have it. The only way you're going to have it is like me. My children come meet me today, say, Daddy, I'm broke. I say, you are broke because you're not working. If you work, will you make money? And they begin to ask me, I begin to teach them how to make money. Obori, we can teach you how to make money. You are the best businessman the world has ever created. You have the whole land of Delta State. You have the whole people. If you cannot make money, something is wrong with you. So this is why I'm having problem. Now, do you understand my theory today? The government is not being able to pay us because they don't have money. They broke. Now, why did they not have money? Tinubu doesn't have money. Why would Tinubu not have money? Tinubu have this vast of land God has given to him. And all these people, Tinubu is still broke. Tinubu is bankrupt mentally. He's not wicked. He's not bad. He's mentally bankrupt. Don't ever clap for such person for constructing road. Hallelujah. Do not make the mistake to clap for such a person because you are then the cause of your own misfortune. Because it's not a time to construct road. It's time for government to sit up. You know, when I proposed a new change for Urhobo Nation, I told them we're going to have a president in Urhobo Nation. That president will resume office Monday to Friday. The one we have now, and the one where they tie up and go shake her. Eat banga soup, sleep with people's wife, neither they do. No, I say I don't belong to that. We have a nation that is going to grow economically. The hub of any nation is economy. The reason you are coming to UK is not because UK is beautiful. It's because there is prosperity in this land. There is food. The children of Israel left where they are to go and become slaves because they were farming in their land. They went to a land that was flowing with milk and honey. Wasn't that why they went to Joseph? Did they go there because they love Egypt? Hungry, they beat them. They can't go where food is. If you want people to come to you, I beg, grow your land. Yeah, God. I don't know if you speak fast like this today. Bible has shown us, we have seen it. People go to America. Why you not go Morocco? Why are you going to America? Because there's prosperity in America. If there's prosperity in my village, when Ibori was governor, when Ibori they go home, everybody will fall and go home. Because Ibori they carry money, they go. When you go there, all the hotels were growing. That's prosperity. It's a wrong place. Yes, sir.
Chris, your village, they're supposed to, if from what I know, not supposed to the export or done since when I small. My God.
I know.
When I
tell the Boris, say, when I talk, they dry and they export. Because now there with the buy on those days, if they dry pass, we go pack. Life one, you see life one for the tree self. They should have been drying it and exporting to the UK. You know what we have with them Ibori? With the Ibori come, Ibori closed down. They sold the place to naval land. Instead of seaport, they give the seaport to naval port. That's what we have. If you go to Ogara, all the plantation before, they don't become naval base.
Yes.
Those people have, what is naval base going to do to progress a land?
Ask me.
Government watching over their oil. Now you can't choose for us.
They hate the bunkering.
If I talk, they go say, I don't talk. Me, Daddy Chris, I don't live my own. No. I'm going to be 60 soon. I don't reach to die. But I go remember me. This is not prosperity in any definition. Nigeria, we are not progressing. And it's not because God has not given it to us. People being staying in a poor land and celebrating poverty and can go and beg food. Mary, Evelyn, listen, Tinubu, they go beg people food. The people not get the land when Tinubu get.
Exactly.
America should bring you food. America not get the kind of land where you get. But make America bring you food. Not because they cost you. Now, the reason why I brought this show today is so that you guys can understand that the Oboriwori is not the problem. Oboriwori does not have money and is not paying you. The small money when Oboriwori gets, it come from Abuja. As he get them, he will share them, take the rest, construct road. If we continue, we mutually masturbate ourselves visually. It's very bad. Let us change it now. The chance is still there. And that's when I talk to people like Oboriwori, I talk from my center. I know they're hungry. Thank God they put me for land when hungry not go kill me before I go die. So I'm not worried. I have invested enough that I will never be hungry. Even if I come to Nigeria, I'm not go hungry before I die. But it hurts because my success is nothing until the rest of the African race is, until the rest of the black race is actually liberated. Because I will not be able to drive the car I'm trying to buy now on the road if the rest of people are hungry. They go kidnap me. I can live in the UK peacefully with no food. I eat finish, I go work out freely. Dance till daybreak, come house. But if with all the money I get from Nigeria, I can't try to move out. There's a particular time I must go inside. You cannot beat the world. It's either you do it right or you fail. You can't change what God has created. God created the world. He said the world God created was good. His intention were good. He now said we should create. Now we are creating rubbish. Bob Marley said they are graduating thieves and murderers. What we have are a set of people who don't even understand what they should be doing. Like I asked a question. I didn't ask the question, I don't want to end with it. So my question today, and that's what tomorrow is going to be about. Do you think Tinubu have money and he refused to give to you? If you think like that, you are making a big mistake. If you think Oboriwori have money and he didn't share with you, you are making a very big mistake. Tinubu is broke. Oboriwori is broke. And they are broke. That's why we should be blaming them. They are broke. God gave them this big land. They gave them people. Anything they talk, we will do. So when Oboriwori say we will go APC, we don't change to APC. Not when they tell us we do. That's why the sin is on him. I'm not blaming Oboriwori for not having money. I'm blaming him for not helping, for not directing us. Oh, I go say this word again and again. Moses did not carry the children of Israel in his head and begin to walk. He only said, follow me. And they followed him. And they got freedom. Oboriwori, your sin is you didn't tell us to follow you, to go and help us to grow our land. You first have to follow you to go China, we'll call learn how to construct more roads. It's a sin in my time. God bless you all. Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll read one more paper. We need to read one before we close this show. And the one we will not read, Emily, take a look at the papers. The one we will not read, any paper when they glorify construction of road, we not a reader for my platform. My name is Daddy Chris. As long as I'm still here, anybody when they put nonsense for front of his newspaper will not be reviewed here. We'll go on a break. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Nigeria Week London 2025. It's time to celebrate the pulse of Africa's most exciting nation. It's coming to Hippodrome Theatre from July 24th to 26, 2025, showcasing the best in Nigerian arts, music, fashion, and investment opportunities. Whether you're looking to discover the future of real estate, explore Nigeria's culinary masterpieces, or get immersed in an electric Afrobeat performance, this is the event of the year. You can also join us for a film festival, cultural dance spectacles, and the recognition awards. Don't miss out on the business opportunities and cultural experiences waiting for you. Book your tickets now before they're gone on eventbrite.co.uk. Call or text +447 438 893 190 or 080 330 46768 or +447 459 071 747. Visit our website superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week London 2025, celebrating the best of Nigeria, is partnered with Civil Society, scaling up nutrition in Nigeria.
Welcome back. As you say, engineer go sometimes when we know day on air, engineer go they tell you some sweet things. We're gonna they do nothing and they see you now. Any sweet things they tell you. I don't blame you.
Now cough mercy. Now the answer when I get cough mercy. Cough mercy.
I'm just telling you that almost all the papers have this road construction.
Now road construction, they show me so they check out.
They will not get to read today. We deliver. We are not interested in there's no progress in it. I'm sorry.
No, there are two papers without road construction. The Telegraph are big.
And many of them have this Iran and Israel saying petrol may hit 1,000 per liter as oil prices soars.
You see, and that is the thing Nigeria want to discuss. But you see, this our self-fulfilling prophecy will remain if we don't take time.
That's the problem.
You know, we glorify evil in an unknowing manner. You understand? When the devil, now they say devil, not they come physically, they turn things around. Devil, they mislead you. When you lead people into the doom, that is the devil leading. If you listen to the voice of God, maybe you just listen to the voice of reasoning. I think that the Christ just gave you a voice of reasoning. The one will tell you, make you go do things, when you go bring food for table, and that devil. That's the only way devil walk. Devil don't physically come and impregnate your wife. You go deceive her, you go sleep another place. Trouble go enter that home. May God help us. We don't need to read that show today. We don't need to read any other newspaper. Listen, we're having 1 hour, 40 minutes on the show. And I think we've done our own bit. I want to end by saying this. Our government, they're not wicked. All right? But that is not to say they are free. They're stupid. I use the bad word to call you stupid, but you're stupid. Because I cannot have all this land and I have all these people and I cannot make money. Something is wrong with me. And if the government of Tinubu will sit down and say, our emphasis is to make money. Oh God. In fact, the rest of the world would fear you. Okay. How can you, Tinubu, be looking for food to borrow? Importing rice. That is a sin against humanity. Like you guys know me a little bit now. I'm going to go to the United Nations to address the United Nations. And my thesis or my dissertation in my own PhD program is how to make food a human right.
That please do it, I beg.
You understand? And if you're coming from an economically poor country, you have a right to seek asylum in a well-established country. Because each of them, both gone or food can kill you. Yes. That's my argument. Understand? And until we understand that without food on the table, that we are in trouble, we will not know how to direct our government. I said it, and I'm going to say this again. The days of infrastructural governance is over. It's not because we don't need infrastructure. I know when I talk about it now, engineer was able to prove the case that we need road, we need this. We don't need road. The proceed of our work will construct road. You don't start. A child that is growing up don't start with a wife. He go for a work, then he go take from the work when he gets, go marry. You know, they start with wife. It's a bad practice.
You and the wife will go marry.
Exactly.
That's why we have scale of preference. What should come first? What should come here? So
exactly.
That's what they should be looking up to know what
Thank
is
you.
The basic thing there is this. Delta State and Nigerian states, Nigeria generally is like this. It's like a landlord. He has built an apartment, a 4-bedroom apartment. He doesn't want to do any investment. He just waits for months to come to an end, making tenants pay, making flex, make month end. Now be the federal allocation when they come to the state.
Exactly.
They don't want to generate any other funds, and there's no way you will improve on that building or improve in your life if you don't have any other source of income, depending only on the house rent. What if tenants? What if federal allocation not there? What if government sees allocation, or like as they do for Lagos State?
What if oil market can't fail? No go ask. What if oil market
can't go?
Where are we going to be as a country? You know, if oil fail, where we will be? God give us more than oil. Oil now one small thing when they just put for our land. Now very small, very tiny.
And I just saying that oil money even small pass if we really
nice small pass. The phone call.
Nice small
I'm
pass.
saying that only universities in the United Kingdom. How many could there be? This is where they come from 70 million.
Oil money is blood money. Don't say that.
Babe, if we did look, let me tell her something. Argentina, they export beef, cow. This one, Fulani herders, they use the disturb us. They earn more from beef than we are earning from oil.
No, wait, engineer.
And they tell them,
UK universities, they earn 50 billion a year, 50 billion a year from universities income. Nigerian government, now they earn 20, if they earn even 15 billion from this.
Our ass go to strike every day, say they won't go on strike.
According to you, you said these people are mentally poor. So they are very much comfortable with what they are getting from the
Exactly.
They don't see any problem with it.
They don't see a need for expansion.
They don't see a need for expansion.
Thank you.
And maybe they feel if we should expand it, I should expand this in my tenure. Who is going to?
Exactly. That's another problem. You see that, Chris, that's a major problem. She has brought something to bear. Now the problem is this: we have a problem with our style of governance here does not encourage continuity in governance. Like, for example, in the UK where you are, they are policy based and ideologically based, whether a Labour Party or whatever conservative. They ask who comes into power continues. The policy of a particular government continues in the next government. But here it is not the same. All the policies of a government dies with that person as he exits the government. Another one will come from smart agenda. We don't enter the hope agenda.
And imagine the next election, the opposite party.
I'm tired of this.
They don't need.
You see, that's why I said, if somebody want to help us, it's not who construct road. It's who now set a legacy of a business for the state. Let me use the word. Not who that spend the money the state is earning. I said it to Oboriwori in my letter to him that history remembers those who spend.
Daddy Chris, you see, Daddy Chris, there's something that just came up now that I'm just reading, and I'm reading it with pain in my heart. Just listen. Okay. Just when Nigerians hoped for real change at the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, we are hit with yet another disappointment. The board and top management are flown off to Kigali, Rwanda for a retreat. I continue. I just want to read it, please. This is the same NNPC that is supposed to be reforming, the same company that drains public resources while ordinary Nigerians struggle to survive. Under new CEO Bayo Ojulari, many believe we will finally see a shift, but the latest trip tells us otherwise. Lavish spending, tone-deaf decisions, and zero accountability remain the order of the day. Let us not forget that just last year, under Mele Kyari, the NNPC board was flown to Qatar for a similar retreat. Now, under Ojulari, it's in Kigali. Different name, different leaders, same culture of excesses. Where is the change? Where is the fresh thinking we were promised? I am tired.
God bless you. That's a wonderful one. You see, and the truth is, I can promise you this, and I've said this before we end the show. Give these guys 6 years. Okowa will be broke. If another 6 years, if he does not get, if Oboriwori is not there, Okowa for not broke. Because they say when the money will go back, yes, they will say, oh, I won't get higher position, the money will go. You get one guy when I give appointment for my place, all of a sudden he's saying the politician now. He don't spend the whole money finish. You understand? So you guys, do not anybody that does not build, that spend, it's not your friend though.
Yes, so.
Mary, Ebony, Moguna not marry any man when they spend. Marry a man that build. And I mean it. If my daughter bring a husband, the first thing I go ask the guy is, what are you doing? Not the money you have. If you're not building, you are a waste of space. In fact, you're offending God. Because like the parable this guy gave us just now, when the man gave all the things to his equal amount of money to his servant, the one that built came back with more money. The one that just keep it, that's the one that spent. He said, I don't say you'll be greedy, but I see your money. What did he do? He rebuked him. That's the kingdom of heaven. That's why I said, why did God create us? That's why I started the show. God created us to create. Don't be stubborn. Don't be dormant with your money. What you cannot earn money and spend it on
the oil money is sustainable, so they don't want to have any.
It's not, how can this country deal?
It's not. We are growing in population. We are growing in population. Oil money is not enough. It's not enough. That's why when they give that small money finish, he's hiding there because the money is not enough. Tinubu money is not enough, but Tinubu have a chance to make a a 300 trillion US dollars economy reduced to robust. Sorry, I'm not using the bad word here. It's robust we have. We cannot do that, people. Let us change it. And the only way we're going to change it is to start by discouraging Oboriwori from constructing these stupid roads. Start by telling Wike, the time is not time to construct road. Wike, start with that kind. If you know if you go for themselves, since you like construction, go to China, maybe they build all the high-rise building. Start to sell. You will drag money from outside. You know what? The money is in the hands of Africans abroad. Black people in America, if they come home, we are rich already. Let them come and buy houses in Nigeria. Show them the kind of structure. Show them if now infrastructure, I believe. Do it to such a way that you can attract them. Don't just spend it and marry new wives. God bless you. Evelyn and Mary, I don't talk today. Say if now bring us back tomorrow, the husband, I only the one they spend our wahala. Husband, why not they build, not the husband? Because it's not the will of God. And let's forgive our leaders. Maybe it's time for us. Let me end the show on a very light note, on a very good note as well. Let us forgive our leaders. Jesus Christ said, forgive them because they don't know what they're doing. If they stole me today, I won't mind because I know they don't know what they're doing. You know why? Because the truth is, do you know why they killed Jesus? Because they cannot stand the truth. And when I'm telling them the truth today, they will not understand. They can stone me. I wouldn't mind. But the truth is you need to forgive them. If they know what they're doing, they will not do what they're doing. If Tinubu that have all these assets that cannot make money, he knows it's a waste of space. Oboriwori know, after listening to me, that he's a waste of space. But he can turn this thing around. And we will celebrate him, and history will remember him. Like I said, history will remember those who spend, but they will honor those who build. Are you a spender or you're a builder? That's why I end the show. Thank you guys for joining me. We'll do this again tomorrow.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, we'll do this again tomorrow. I know Mary is trying to join. Let's leave Mary. We'll do this tomorrow, and tomorrow we're going to look at on a more subtle way, a deeper way of, because the question I want everybody to go is, go and sleep. Go and tell me how you think Tinubu is wicked. How much does he have that he's wicked? He's not wicked. So when we understand that they are not wicked, that's what we're going to do tomorrow. We're going to dissect whether they are wicked.
I'm going to have
5 million, 5 billion on yacht. It's not money compared to what they can make for us.
I'm going to be having the majority leader of the Delta State House of Assembly on faculty. They said to come and anchor him. So it's by 12 to 1. I'm going to ask some of these things you have spoken about today. I'm going to ask him questions about them. Good. He's coming. His name is Engineer Nwobi. He's representing Anyosha North constituency in the House of Assembly. He's coming. They're coming in celebration of the 8th Assembly, the second year 8th Assembly. So I'm going to talk some of these things you have. I'm going to elaborate it. I'm going to ask them questions. What can be done in terms of Delta State being an entrepreneurship state? I'm going to use some of this.
Thank you very much. No, I will bring you put it in better context. Delta State being an entrepreneurial state, Nigeria being an entrepreneurial nation.
I will send the video to you.
Yes.
So that you see his response.
Yes.
I'll do that.
Thank you. So we'll end the show now. So that Evelyn, we want to go and celebrate a little bit of the birthday. We really wish you a very happy birthday. Expect some gift from us. We love you.
Thank you.
All right.
That's when we end the show. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll do this.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Nigeria Week London 2025. It's time to celebrate the pulse of Africa's most exciting nation. It's coming to Hippodrome Theatre from July 24th to 26, 2025, showcasing the best in Nigerian arts, music, fashion, and investment opportunities. Whether you're looking to discover the future of real estate, explore Nigeria's culinary masterpieces, or get immersed in an electric Afrobeat performance, this is the event of the year. You can also join us for a film festival, cultural dance spectacles, and recognition awards. Don't miss out on the business opportunities and cultural experiences waiting for you. Book your tickets now before they're gone on eventbrite.co.uk. Call or text +447 438 893 190 or 080 330 46768 or +447 459 071 747. Visit our website superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week London 2025, celebrating the best of Nigeria, is partnered with Civil Society, scaling up nutrition in Nigeria.
SR TV. Innovative content.